I'm Anthony Forrest, the president of Steel Cod, and I'm here with John Beresford, our VP of Sales, ready to discuss all things appliances. All right, John, this might be the number one misuse of appliances in appliances today. I can't think of one that's more common than pre-rinsing dishes. Of
Mhm.
basically, you wash your dishes and then put them in the dishwasher, and that causes all sorts of problems. How do you want to start this one off?
Yeah. So again, this is another one of those old versus new conversations, that we've been having a lot lately. And it's funny because if you go on a sales floor with actual salespeople, good luck getting a consensus on this one, right? I mean, it's one of these old habits that will never die. Okay. It's not that it's dying hard and it's taking a long time. It's never going to go away, right? It's just one of those things. Because quite frankly, older dishwashers, you had to rinse your dishes. I mean, they needed that extra help, right? They didn't have the same water movement and filtration systems and the same kind of sensing systems that are in there now. They didn't have the same abilities that new machines did. So if you didn't rinse them, you would end up with food left behind, right? And again, people trust what they see, so they built a habit around that, right? Rinse everything first, load it up, and it's going to be good to go. And again, like all of these conversations that we've been having lately, the problem is that the machines have changed, right? They do have all those things that we just ran through, right? And the problem is that the habit didn't change along with it. So now what used to actually help the system is working against it.
So let's talk about what the new machines have and what customers might be missing as a result of truly rinsing it, and in many cases washing the dishes before actually putting them in the dishwasher.
Yeah. So, you know, the first thing we kind of have to understand is how detergent works. Is detergent isn't just soap. Back in the day, they used to call it soap, right? It wasn't even detergent,
Right.
right? It's Detergent is designed to bind to food particles, okay? And then at that point, they're breaking them down and then carrying them away so they can be rinsed out of the machine, okay? And that process depends very, very heavily on something actually being there to interact with, right? So if you completely rinse your dishes beforehand, you remove most or all of what that detergent is designed to work on for you. So now, instead of having a cleaning process that's actively breaking down soil, you've really kind of created a situation where the detergent has very little to engage with at that point, and that is absolutely going to reduce how effective that it is. On top of that, most modern dishwashers that are out there now are using sensor systems, right, to determine how dirty that load is, right? They're turbidity sensors that measure how dirty to clean the water is getting, and then it adjusts your cycle time and water usage accordingly. So, they're measuring the water during that cycle, how cloudy it is, how much, particulate is present, and then they're going to adjust all those things. So if you pre-rinse everything and the machine sees very little soil as a result, it's going to assume that the load is clean and it's going to continue throughout that cycle. And now you have a shortened cycle and that has reduced its intensity because the machine said, we don't need it on this one, right? So you removed really the very signal the machine needs in order to decide how hard the machine has to work for you. And look, there's gonna be pushback there too, right? And I can feel it already. People would kinda tightening up behind their keyboards, ready to lash out on me, right? Is that I've always pre-rinsed my dishes and my dishes have always come out clean. And again, I'll side with you a little bit. That can be true. But just like any system, there's a difference between it worked and that it worked the way that it was designed to. So if you lightly rinse and still have some soil left behind, the system can still function reasonably well in those situations. But if you're thoroughly pre-cleaning everything, you're removing the conditions that the systems today rely on. So yeah, you can get acceptable results, right? But you're not reducing the system's ability. You are reducing the system's ability really to perform consistently for you. And then, more importantly, I would argue you're creating a situation where the machine is doing less work than it probably should.
So let's go further into that in terms of what the machine could and should be doing that that pre-rinsing or pre-cleaning your dishes before putting them in is causing such a problem.
Yeah, well, at this point, if this is all happening, your dishes aren't going to come out as clean as you expected them to be, at least not all of them, right? Your detergent isn't going to seem effective. Your cycles are going to feel inconsistent. And look, people are never going to connect that back to pre-rinsing, right? The assumption there is that maybe I'm using a bad detergent, or maybe the dishwasher that I bought wasn't strong enough, or, there's something that isn't working properly inside it, right? Because the system is reacting exactly the way it was designed to react. It just doesn't have the right inputs, right? You're not giving it what it needs to be able to do the job effectively for you.
So basically, understanding, kind of reframing this for customers, the important part of this is understanding why this issue exists in the first place. So why is this really sticking around to start?
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, right? Because it used to be correct. They were right to do this 20, 30 years ago, right? And habits that used to work are going to be the hardest ones to change. People don't question it because they've been doing it forever. And it just feels like part of their process. And I would argue that we haven't done a good enough job on our side to clearly explain that systems no longer need that step for you anymore. So, they keep doing it, assuming that they're kind of helping that process along, when in reality, they're actually interfering with how the system is designed to operate today.
So let's talk about kind of what that leads to, because there's more to it than simply a potential call or the customer thinking that this appliance isn't working. There could be more happening.
Yeah, look, putting it bluntly, now you're doing the work that the machine is designed to do. So, at a bare minimum, now we're talking about wasted time and wasted water, right? And then it leads to reduced performance of the machine, like we talked about. And I don't think you'll see it in a dramatic sense necessarily, but it's going to be enough to notice over time. And then eventually it is going to lead to that frustration because the results don't match your expectations. And then once again, what happens in all these scenarios that we like, oh, the appliance gets blamed. And if the appliance gets blamed, well, so does the salesperson that sold it to them, right? And again, it's not because the product failed in any way. It was because it was never allowed to perform the job it was designed to do, because it was never given the conditions that it was designed to solve for.
So another thing that I'm wondering is because most people are using pods, unless they listen to the episode that says to not use pods. But most people are
Yep.
using pods, which means they're using a fixed amount of detergent that's made for the maximum amount of cleaning to be happening. But now if the machine is cutting the cycle short, well, it's certainly not using less detergent. So could we see service issues?
Significant service issues as a result. With what you're talking about specifically, bringing pods into the equation, absolutely. First of all, get off pods. If you didn't listen to that, I'll give you the short answer right now. Stop using pods. Okay, use liquid. Liquid is the only one that's going to be able to adapt appropriately to your needs and the machine's needs, no matter really what you give it. So yes, 100% you're going to see service issues, the same ones that we talk about all the time with oversudsing in machines and those types of things. You're going to get residue buildup over the course of time that's going to gunk up these machines, and it's definitively going to cause service issues down the line.
All right, so let's help salespeople out here. Again, how do you sprinkle this into the conversation? They come in for a dishwasher. They don't need a lecture, but they do need to be kind of instructed better on this. So how do you keep it simple for salespeople to set their customers up for success?
Yeah, so I think this is probably the easiest one to be able to do this with. We've talked a lot about these kind of scenarios and helping out salespeople of kind of when to interject and set that expectation for yourself. I think this one's super easy because I haven't met a customer yet to date, whether I worked with them on escalations or worked with them on the floor or anything like that didn't love telling you that they like to rinse everything before they load the machine anyways, right? And that was always usually a justification of I don't need a top of the line machine or anything because I do a lot of the work myself. They love telling you that they like to rinse things before they load it. And when that comes into the equation, that's your moment, right? And again, you're not turning this into some full explanation or anything like that. You just want to simply reset the expectation. Just be like, hey, I totally understand that behavior. That used to be the right way to do this thing. But just so you know, nowadays, when you buy pretty much any new machine, they're designed to clean better when you don't do that. just put that little seed of doubt out there, right? That's going to be enough. And if they want to continue the conversation, they'll ask a follow-up at that point. And if they don't, at the very least, now they understand that the habit doesn't apply anymore, right? But here's what I can tell you, that if you don't say that, they're going to go home, they're going to keep doing it. And if the results aren't what they expect, guess what? They're not questioning their habit of, pre-rinsing their dishes anymore. They're going to question the machine and the salesperson that sold it to them, just like we always talk about. So again, the bottom line is with this episode, if you take anything away from it, if you didn't know this before, if you're still one of these salespeople that are on the floor arguing for pre-rinsing dishes, the cleaner your dishes go in, the worse the system is going to perform in pretty much any dishwasher you could sell somebody today.
We drop a new episode every day of the week, including weekends. Don't forget to rate and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.